Did not know I spoke Spanish. I don't know how long I've spoke Spanish, but this is the weirdest fucking thing that just happened to me. And
what the fuck do you guys think is happening when this happens? When someone literally just randomly speaks a language that they do not know and have never known? Like, what do you think is happening? And it's not like they got in like a car crash or they had an accident or something happened, they had brain damage and it somehow like jostled their brain around and they knew a language, which by the way, how is that even a thing? Don't you need to learn the language? Like where is it coming from? But this person like literally just all of a sudden was speaking a language, didn't realize they were speaking Spanish, like thought they were speaking English, went back, oh my God, was I just speaking Spanish? Confirmed it. What is going on when this happens? This is wild.
did not know I spoke Spanish. I don't know how long I've spoke Spanish, but this is the weirdest fucking thing that just happened to me, and none of y'all are gonna believe me, but I don't give a shit. Cleaning people are outside of my hotel room. I don't need my room clean, but I was like, oh, I'll give them the towels I use from the shower. So I give the lady, I was like, hey, do you want these? And then she's speaking to me and she's like, oh yeah, do you want more towels? And I was like, no, it's okay. I'm only here for like a night. And she's like, okay. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I don't need any more. Thank you though. There's plenty in there. And she's like, okay, great. And I was like, yeah, it's like super hot out. And she's like, yeah, it's so hot. And I was like, and she's like, I'm just staying inside today. I said, me too. And then I was like, okay, well, have a nice day. And she's like, you too. And it was out of a cartoon. When I closed the door, I literally closed the door and I went, because it had just occurred to me that I had this entire conversation in Espanol. I don't speak Espanol, bro. I'm like Peggy Hill, all right? So I was like, wait, was I just like talking gibberish to her? So I went back out because there was a woman who was with her. And the woman who was with her was still in the hallway. Like they were standing next to each other. And I was like, excuse me, do you speak English? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, was I just speaking correctly in Spanish? And she goes, yeah, why? I said, I don't speak Spanish. And she's like, pardon? I was like, I don't speak Spanish, bro. But everything she said was in Spanish. And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, and I understood her. And I also was speaking back to her correctly. And she said, yes. And I said, I don't think I can recreate that. Because it didn't even occur to me or clock to me that I was speaking another language until I closed the door. This other lady for real thought I was like pranking her. She was like, no, you speak Spanish. I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't. Like, I cannot recreate that. And she's like, your accent was perfect. What do you mean my accent was... Am I having an episode? Am I having a neurological episode? What the fuck was that? And like, it was so... This is why it's freaking me out, because I didn't even... It was so natural, like as if I'm talking to somebody in English. And that like I didn't even clock it until I literally closed the hotel room door and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And my first thought was I must have been having an episode and talked gibberish to her, and she was just like, she's like, the other lady was like, no, you had a full conversation. I don't even know how to say towel in Spanish. I'm gonna have to see if they got cameras in the hallway. I'm gonna go down. The guy seems super chill at the front desk. I'm gonna see if he has it, because if he does, I need to see this for myself. I need to see it to believe it, because I really just did not even... What's going on? And I'm not fucking joking. This isn't a bit. This really just happened.